viewers. Thanks for watching Parties Extra, brought to you by Party Galaxy. We have Richard Rosser, Callie Gordon, and Lilybeth Brinkman in the studio today to talk about etiquette. Richard is our expert guest writer for 2040-60, but he has authored a book, a comic strip, and a play about the subject. So we want to start with him. Hello, you all.
Hey.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
So Richard, we're glad you're here from California, and we want to catch up with you about Piggy Nation. So tell us, you're from Oklahoma originally, so tell us about how you got to California and how Piggy Nation got started.
Well, I grew up in Oklahoma. I went to Deer Creek High School, graduated from there a little while back, and I ended up going to college in Virginia, then landed in New York, was in the film business in New York for a while, moved out to Los Angeles with my family, at which point we were out to dinner with my mother-in-law, and a guy stole a parking space from her at a crowded restaurant. And Piggy Nation was born as we decided to do something other than key his car and get beat up. So we came up with the concept of Piggy Nation, and it started off as a children's book, and then I started doing school assemblies, which became a musical, which is now off Broadway in New York at the Snapple Theater.
Oh my gosh, so that it just went kind of rolling.
It's become a little cottage industry, so to speak. Uh-huh. And of course we have a comic strip that runs every Sunday in the Sunday Oklahoman.
And what's the name of the book? I wanted to get back to
the name of the hardcover book, the picture book,
yes,
is Piggy Nation, A Day at Work with Dad.
Well, and do you have another one in the works?
Oh, we do. Yes,
okay.
It's Piggy Nation, Let's Sell Some Cookies. It's all about Girl Scouts going out and trying to sell cookies and piggy behavior.
Oh my gosh. And so you're here visiting your precious mother, Linda Rosser.
Yes, it was her birthday yesterday, and so I've been trying to not be a piggy and wish her a happy birthday, and we've had a great time this weekend.
Is it the same as the comic? What's it about?
The musical itself follows the picture book,
yes,
which is all about Sammy Hamhock and his father, Hank Hamhock. And Hank is a piggy patrol officer. So Sammy, it's his first day of summer vacation, and he heads off to work with Hank and to follow him along and try to find piggies in the neighborhood and the town. And along the way, it turns out that Hank may be, in fact, the biggest piggy. Because every time he tries to ticket someone for piggy behavior, he creates a little bit more mayhem, sort of in classic kids' book fashion.
Oh my gosh.
So the musical follows that. I added a little romance a la Romeo and Juliet. So we've got that, and as the New York Times, who just reviewed it last Friday, said, it has all the good trappings of a good musical. It's got a romance, it's got great characters, and a fun score. So it's a lot of fun to go see.
And so you're more fun to be our guest writer for 2040-60 because you are experienced in the area. That is very
I'm well versed. I am a piggy, and that's one of the foundations of Piggy Nation is that everyone's a piggy. It's just a question of when. You know, that's the best we can do is wish that everyone have a piggy-free day.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you all, Callie answers her etiquette questions with a very short and to-the-point answer. We love her answers. So tell us how you got into the business of writing. You're a corporate events person for Chesapeake Energy, so etiquette is important there. So tell us a little bit about you, Callie.
Etiquette is important to planning parties, which is basically what I do. And I started writing, I guess you would say, when I saw you at the football game, and I said, I want to write for the Oklahoman. And you came up with this brilliant idea of 2040-60. And so I've always loved writing, and it's been a joy.
So Lilybeth is currently the assistant features editor for the Oklahoman and News OK. She writes a weekly column about apps called Get Appy. But she enjoys answering the etiquette questions too. So, and we enjoy your answers a little bit. So tell us about how you thought maybe you could write for the etiquette.
Well, I'm my mother's daughter, right here, and no, it's just been fun, and I think it's a topic that everybody's interested in, whether it's tech etiquette or party etiquette, or we get a lot of feedback out in the community, and people are always like, "This happened to me the other day," or sometimes I'll be like, "I did this to someone the other day," and it's just there are always lively discussions surrounding etiquette and what people perceive that they have happened to them.
So we have the 20-year-old, the 40-year-old, and I am the 60 plus.
I find it very interesting with your all's column that that the experience that we each have in life determines our answers. And it's very interesting to see the variation in answers for the 20, 40, 50, 60. Because where we've come from and where we've gone to school and who we've grown up with really influences how we look at behavior.
The question, I am planning a party that we have from one of our readers. I'm planning a party this summer. How do I figure out who to invite? And is there a way to make sure everyone gets along? Callie, 20.
Well, I always wonder, what kind of party are you planning? Is it outdoors? Is it more fancy cocktail attire? So you need more involved with that. But everyone should always get along. It's a party. That's my opinion.
That's their problem, isn't it?
That's their problem. But who you should invite? Invite your friends and your family. That's who I would invite.
You bet.
So.
Love that.
Well, and I agree with Callie in that why wouldn't you get along? You're going to a party and you get to see people, and it sounds great to me. And I always try to invite friends and family, and then if there are people that are part of the group that maybe you don't know as well, just if you can include as many people as you want to, or as you can, so that people don't feel left out.
Well, that's good.
Right. Again, I think it depends on what kind of party it is. If it's a dinner party, then it has a little bit different approach than if it's just a cocktail party. You know, if you're going to invite for dinner, you need to make sure you figure out who's going to sit next to each other and who might be compatible and story-wise.
Have a good conversation.
Exactly. Just by the nature of the fact that everyone knows the host or hostess, they're going to have a central point of an approach of what they talk about with everyone. The foundation of Piggy Nation is that we're all piggies. And when I go, I've given school or performed school assemblies for almost 9,000 kids at this point.
That's awesome.
In elementary and middle schools. And what I try to impart to kids and, well, the little piggies who may grow up to be big piggies, but also the big piggies out there who don't realize they're, is to think about how your actions affect others. And look, we may do something that is a pure accident, but that affects someone. And so it's really how we respond. It's not necessarily the first action that it may be piggy behavior, but you can correct that by apologizing or trying to rectify the situation in some way, shape, or form, and just realize, hey, you know, maybe it's just a laugh and admitting that you were wrong, which we're not always great at, including me. But sometimes when you do that, you disarm the whole situation and you can move on. Exactly.
Well, thanks, Richard, Callie, and Lilibeth for coming in to talk about manners. All of you are contributing in a wonderful way to our daily life. Manners are still very important to society, our children, and all of us. And as Richard Wasser would tell us, viewers, have a piggy-free day.